Okay, let's jump in. Today we're heading somewhere, somewhere delicious. We're taking a deep dive into North Wales.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah, I was doing some exploring actually, found some great stuff on waleslink.com, and it just, it made me really want to understand the food there.
Oh, absolutely. It's a brilliant resource. And what's great is you start to see it's not just about like recipes or ingredients lists.
Right.
It connects you to the place itself. You get this real feel for how the food is tied to the rugged landscape, the farmers, the whole history of the region.
Exactly. And that's our mission for this deep dive, really, to unpack 3 things that just scream North Wales to me based on that exploring.
Okay, what have you got?
The legendary Welsh Lamb, obviously. Then there's the Snowdonia Black Bomber cheese. It seems to be everywhere suddenly, kind of cult status.
It really does, yeah.
And then the traditional vegetables that just pull it all together. Honestly, just thinking about it makes me hungry.
I know the feeling. And what's interesting is how those 3, though different, they tell one story, don't they?
How so?
Well, you've got the landscape right. That shapes the grazing for the sheep, which gives the lamb its flavor. Then the milk from animals raised there goes into cheese, like the Black Bomber. And the veg grows in that same soil. It's all connected. Knowing that background, it just makes eating it so much richer.
Okay, let's start with the legend then, Welsh Lamb. It has this huge global reputation. But what is it? I mean, lamb's lamb, right? Or is that totally wrong?
Well, not quite. Its reputation isn't just clever marketing. Yes, the taste is phenomenal. People often say it's slightly sweeter, incredibly tender, just melts in your mouth.
Okay.
But that flavor, it comes from something specific. It's the environment. These sheep are grazing on these wild pastures, high up in the hills, down in the valleys, eating heather, specific grasses.
Wow.
It's mineral-rich land, sometimes quite harsh. And that diet, that specific terroir, it literally flavors the meat.
So when people say you can taste the land, with Welsh Lamb, it's actually true because of the plants and the minerals. That's amazing.
Exactly that. And there's the human element, too. It's tied up with traditional farming methods.
Right.
Practices passed down through generations.
Yeah.
These families, they know the land, they know the animals. It's careful stewardship, not just industrial farming. That contributes hugely to the quality.
I love that sense of history in what you're eating. So if I want to try the absolute best Welsh Lamb, where do I go? Just the supermarket?
You can find it there, but ideally, go local. Find a proper independent butcher.
Okay.
Especially one who works directly with local farmers. Ask them about it. They can often tell you, which farm it came from.
And that way you're supporting the local guys too, I guess.
Absolutely. It's direct support for that farming community.
Okay.
Plus you get that assurance of like where it's really from. It just feels more connected.
Right. So you've got your amazing lamb from a local butcher. How do the Welsh typically cook it? Is it always the big Sunday roast?
Well, the slow roasted shoulder or leg, that's the classic. It's iconic for Sunday lunch for a reason that slow cooking makes it incredibly tender, really deepens the flavor, but it's not the only way. For something maybe quicker, simpler, lamb chops, or maybe a rack of lamb, just grilled or pan-fried.
Keep it simple.
Exactly. When the meat is that good, you don't need to mess about with it too much. Let that flavor shine. It's just delicious.
Okay, my stomach is officially rumbling now. Let's switch gears slightly. Still iconic, but different. Snowdonia Black Bomber cheese.
Ah, yes.
This cheese feels like it's exploded. Everyone I know who's into cheese talks about it. What's the story there?
It really has built up a huge following, and honestly, it deserves it. It's made by the Snowdonia Cheese Company, right there in North Wales.
Yeah.
It's essentially an extra mature cheddar.
Extra mature, okay. But what makes it Black Bomber? What's unique about it compared to other cheddars?
It just has this really distinctive character. The texture, for starters, it's firm, but it sort of crumbles. And then it goes incredibly creamy when you eat it.
Creamy.
And the flavor, it's intense. Really rich, deep, savory notes. But somehow it's never harsh or like overpowering. Yeah. It's just incredibly Moorish. You want another piece.
Sounds dangerous. Is it just for, eating straight up on a cheese board? Or can you cook with it?
Oh, definitely both. It's brilliant on a cheese board. Absolutely. Perfect with some good crusty bread, maybe some oat cakes, a nice chutney, apple chutney works really well.
Right.
And this is where it gets really good. It melts like an absolute dream.
Ooh, okay. A serious cooking cheese then.
Totally. Think about grating it over something like a potato gratin that gives you this amazing golden bubbly crust.
Yes.
Or stirring it into mashed potatoes, instant flavor bomb, or upgrading your mac and cheese. It just adds this wonderful depth and richness.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Incredible ingredients prepared simply to let them shine, which I guess brings us to the veg.
Exactly.
You need something alongside the lamb and cheese, right? It can't just be meat and dairy. What are the essential greens, the companions?
Yeah, absolutely do. And traditional Welsh cooking often keeps the vegetables quite simple, focusing on what's fresh and in season. But the king, leeks.
Ah, the leek, the national emblem.
That's the one. And it's not just symbolic. They are a proper staple.
So what do they bring to the plate, especially with that rich lamb?
Well, their flavor is milder than an onion, sort of gently oniony, slightly sweet. It complements the lamb beautifully without fighting it.
Right, doesn't overwhelm it.
Exactly. And they're so versatile. You'll find them just simply braised in butter until they're soft and sweet, or sautéed, or, like we mentioned, baked into a gratin with potatoes and cheese. Delicious.
Okay, leeks are key. What else is usually there? Any special Welsh potatoes or anything?
Yeah, you'll often find lovely Welsh potatoes, especially new potatoes. When they're in season, they have a great creamy texture. Carrots, peas. Often it's just about using good, fresh, local stuff.
Simple is best.
It really is. It's honest food. The vegetables provide that sort of grounding element. They let the lamb or the cheese be the star.
And I have to ask, mint sauce. With the lamb. Non-negotiable.
Oh, absolutely. Mint sauce is pretty crucial, especially a good homemade one with fresh mint, maybe a little sugar, a touch of vinegar.
Why is it so important?
That bright, sharp, fresh flavor that just cuts right through the richness of the lamb. It lifts everything. It's a classic pairing for a very good reason.
Okay, let's put it all together. Based on everything we've talked about, drawing from that waleslink.com inspiration, paint me a picture. What's the ultimate North Welsh plate look like?
Right. Okay. Close your eyes. Well, don't close your eyes if you're driving. Imagine generous slices of that beautiful roast Welsh lamb, maybe still a little pink inside. Next to it, a scoop of buttery, fluffy Welsh Noke potatoes, maybe some simple, bright, green steamed leeks just glistening with butter. And then, oh yes, if you're really pushing the boat out, a spoonful of that incredible potato and leek gratin, all golden and bubbling with Black Bomber cheese.
Stop. That sounds like pure comfort, but elevated.
It is. It's comfort food, but it's got such deep roots, literally from the soil up. Every single thing on that plate has a story.
A story?
Yeah, a story of the land it came from, the farmer who produced it, the generations of cooking tradition behind it. It's not just dinner. It's like tasting a place.
So for someone listening who's now desperate to try this but can't just jet off to Wales, is there a simple way to capture this at home? A recipe idea maybe hinted at?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You could do a fantastic, quite straightforward roast lamb dish that brings these flavors together. Use the potatoes, the leeks, maybe that gratin on the side.
Okay, walk me through the basics. How would that work?
Right, so you get yourself a nice boneless shoulder of Welsh lamb if you can find it.
Yeah.
Rub it all over with chopped fresh rosemary, plenty crushed garlic, good sea salt, black pepper.
Simple rub.
Yeah. Then roast it slowly. Low and slow is key for shoulder. Makes it super tender. Maybe about halfway through cooking, chuck some chunks of carrot and those Welsh potatoes into the roasting tin around the lamb. Let them cook in the juices.
Oh, nice.
While that's going, make your gratin. Thinly slice potatoes and leeks. Layer them up in a dish. Pour over just a bit of cream, not too much, maybe halfway up the veg. Grate over some nutmeg. Then load the top with grated Black Bomber cheese. Lots of it.
Okay, I can almost smell my kitchen now.
Exactly. Then just bake that gratin alongside the lamb for, say, the last half hour or so, until it's bubbling away and gorgeously golden brown on top.
And then serve.
Then serve slices of that tender lamb, the roasted veg, definitely a spoonful of sharp mint sauce, and a big helping of that gooey, cheesy, amazing gratin. It's honestly, it's heaven. You really do get a taste of those North Wales hills.
Wow. This whole dive is really, it's really made me think differently. It's not just trying food, is it? It's connecting with somewhere.
That's exactly it. And if you are feeling inspired, checking out resources like waleslink.com again is a great next step. You can read more about the producers, maybe find places that stock these ingredients near you, or even plan a trip.
Seriously, go have a look. Or, seek out that good local butcher, ask about Welsh lamb, find a deli that might stock Black Bomber. You can start your own little Welsh food adventure right in your kitchen. Sounds like every mouthful tells a story.
It really does. And maybe here's something for you, the listener, to chew on after this deep dive. Just think about how much the actual taste of food from a specific place is shaped by that place, its land, its weather, its people. And then maybe ask yourself, what stories could your own local foods be telling?